Big Brother, mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. He's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. And now, live from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones.
We have an important broadcast lined up for you today. Thank you so much for joining us. Here's just some of the headlines that we're going to be breaking down and going over today. Evidence implicates U.S.-Israel in Stuxnet attack on Iranian nuke plants. And when I saw this over the weekend, I knew what was coming. They're going to use this, and they're now announcing they're going to use it to try to pass the Cybersecurity Act in the name of protecting critical infrastructure. Now, they've lied in the media and said that nuclear power plants and other key infrastructure are hooked up to the internet. That's not true. They admit that this Stuxnet worm had to be entered in via a memory stick or hard drive directly into the Iranian water treatment, power center, relay systems, critical infrastructure, and, of course, their nuclear power plant they're trying to build with Russian aid. And now they've got one of the heads of the Chertoff group, admitted Israeli operation, same folks bringing you the naked body scanners, coming out and saying, oh, yes, it was probably Israel. Well, no kidding, it was Israel or the United States, and this is a shot across the bow. Kurt had articles out on this on Saturday, but it's admitted basically today. But you got to love it. The system basically admits they've done this to Iran and then says, see, we need the Cybersecurity Act, which is openly written to start censoring the web, tracking everything you're doing, allowing, quote, Obama or whoever's president in the future to have a kill switch over the internet. The power to track and control the web is the power to censor, and they admit that that is their game plan. So we're going to be breaking that down today. Stuxnet worm rampaging through Iran, IT official says. So we're going to be reporting on that key stack of news. I also want to look at how they use national security to cover up the corporate crimes being carried out through the giant out-of-control government. Obama argues his assassination program is a state secret. It's admittedly illegal, including against U.S. citizens abroad. No judge, no jury. They just assassinate whoever they want, setting the precedent for global death squads. We already have snatch and grab teams grabbing citizens off the streets in places like the G20. A few months ago in Canada, and before that last year in the United States of America. And here's another report. Army censors photos of Afghan corpses in kill for sport trial. And what is the nation reporting on from federal court depositions? That people working with Blackwater said that it was basically the same thing, shooting up people's houses for sport, cocaine parties, running around naked, injecting steroids. This is the insanity of the New World Order's mercenary berserkers. So we'll continue along that line. And they're making 10,000 TSA employees getting secret clearances. That way they can be given baloney terror reports to believe their job is real in fighting a real threat on a manufactured threat. And they're never allowed to blow the whistle on corruption in the TSA. So turning the entire system into a group of Stasi spies, the 900 or more thousand private spies, of course, part of the Washington Post report of a few months ago, kind of unveiling just the tip of the iceberg of top secret USA. Your local preachers on the dole, in many cases, of FEMA. Your local police have been federalized. The CIA has local officers in the threat fusion centers. All of this isn't just the illegal federalization. The feds themselves are run by the offshore mega banks, and this is globalism. This is government of, for, and by the banksters. So we're going to be breaking that down. They're preparing to transfer power to Kim Jong-il's snotty-nosed son, just like he was given power, the snot-nosed son, Kim Jong-il. We're going to be breaking that down. Also, Venezuelan election loosens Chavez's grip on power. We're also going to get into the economy. Gold hovers again at $1,300 an ounce. It's all coming up on the other side of this quick break, and we'll tell you about the guests we've got. Stay with us.
Let me tell you a little bit about one of our great sponsors, HomeGain.com.
This is the place to get you started buying or selling a home, finding a realtor, and getting any real estate questions answered. Go to homegain.com and see what I'm talking about. All you need to do is type in your home address, and you will get an instant free estimate of your home's value online. This is a great way to be able to monitor the value of your home. And again, it's absolutely free. There are tons of tools to help you. For instance, if you want to remodel your home, go to homegain.com. Use their home sale maximizer to help you determine which home improvements can most increase your home's value before you put it on the market. For 10 years, these folks have been helping home sellers and buyers. Visit their link at Infowars.com. Look for Max, the orange home gain gorilla, to help you with any real estate needs you might have. You'll love this site. It's homegain.com. HOMEGAIN.com. Check them out today. Hello, friends. This is Alex Jones. You've heard me talk about Cal-Ben 5-star soaps for years. This is an American-made product of the highest quality and compares to nothing you will find in stores. You can buy factory direct, shipped via UPS right to your door. Check them out on the web at 5starsoap.com or call 800-340-7091. Take my word for it. Once you've used pure soap, you won't buy anything else. Since 1947, Cal-Ben Soap Company has been showing consumers that soap can be tough on dirt and gentle on the environment. Buy American and stay clean, as well as support InfoWars. Visit 5starsoap.com today or call 1-800-340-7091. Well, Marty, what do you have to say?
As founder and owner for over 63 years, satisfaction is guaranteed or double your dirt back. Call us at 1-800-340-7091 for a free catalog or visit our website, 5starsoap.com. Thank you.
This is Alex Jones with 5 good reasons you should consider buying a solar power generator. Number 1, new climate legislation could easily double or triple your electric bill. Number 2, our new energy czar wants to control how much power your electric company allows you to have. It's true. Total government control of electricity in the name of smart grid technology is coming. Number 3, in some areas of the country, the power grid is dangerously overloaded. And now, new socialist legislation is only compounding the problem. Number 4, dangerous weather is always a threat to local grids. Every year, thousands of families lose their power from weather-related outages. Number 5, a solar power generator provides powerful backup insurance and peace of mind. Folks, I really believe in the solar power generators offered by Solutions from Science, one of my oldest sponsors. You can get more information at www.mysolarbackup.com. That's mysolarbackup.com. Remember, the government doesn't own the sun, so go to mysolarbackup.com or call 1-877-327-0365.
You've got it.
This transmission is coming to you.
Waging war on corruption.
All right, you are go.
It's Alex Jones, coming to you live from the front lines of the InfoWar.
We see the
You've got it.
we see the now.
You've got it. Okay, I'm about to go over much of the news. Like this report, FDA refuses to require labeling of genetically modified salmon. I'm going to talk about why that's such a big deal. Gold hits record of $1,300 an ounce, silver at 30-year high on weakness, not just of the dollar, but global currencies across the board. The G20 is publicly admitting that they are part of a coordinated global currency devaluation. We'll talk about what that means historically to everyone. Obama is arguing that their secret assassination teams that are also being used against U.S. citizens is a state secret. They're covering up a lot of massacres with that tool as well. Evidence implicates U.S. Israel in Stuxnet attack on Iranian nuke plants. We're going to be breaking that down here on the broadcast. We've got a special treat for listeners today. Coming up in the third hour, my good friend Tommy Pallotta, who's living over in the Netherlands for part of the year and the other half in Los Angeles. He told me a few months ago that for a European television channel, he is producing a movie/website kind of modern multimedia production. And we're going to unveil the name of that production. The trailer has not been seen on television yet. The trailer has not hit the web yet. It deals with societal collapse. Is it real, happening on its own, or is it being engineered? And so we'll unveil the name of this project he's been working on for more than a year. It's got actors in it. It's got rotoscoping. It looks similar to A Scanner Darkly, the Philip K. Dick book adaptation that I consulted on, Richard Linklater, Tommy Pallotta film. But it deals basically with fiction that basically covers things that are factually happening. And I will tell viewers, this was Tommy's idea when he called me a few months ago. He was going to give my viewers, my radio listeners, a code to get into the website and to see it before anyone else does. It doesn't officially start to launch until the 30th, and then it doesn't completely launch until later next month. But you're going to get a first look at this television documentary film that's got a pretty good budget and is extremely powerful information coming up. And it dovetails nicely with the Stuxnet false flag launch for web takeover report that Paul Joseph Watson's got up on prisonplanet.com. What a perfect example of problem, reaction, solution. Yesterday and today, all over CNN, Fox, British television, they've got all these government-connected pundits and guests basically admitting that Israel launched this powerful, very sophisticated worm that you'd have to have amazing levels of understanding about the core secret operating systems of Windows, but more than just that, the very industrial systems that Iran is using, and this has to be plugged directly in. Someone has to sneak in to the facilities that aren't connected, power plants, energy relay systems, water treatment plants, traffic relay systems, the nuclear power plants. They're building at least 2 right now. And you've got to have specific knowledge of each one of those facilities and the tailor-made software that they're running off of to do this. And the AP is reporting it's sweeping through Iran with devastating effect. If you'll remember back in 1990 during Desert Storm, before Desert Storm had really begun, and it was Desert Shield in 1990, thousands of printers were shipped to Iraq with viruses loaded onto them that then were put onto the internal networks. And so this is very, very similar, but Israel's not denying that they launched this or that Israeli operatives all over the U.S. government launched this. And sure enough, it's all over the news today. Kurt Nemo predicted this a few days ago when this was first announced, that Iran had been hit by this high-tech super worm. And, of course, spies had to be inside all of these facilities that aren't connected to other facilities to launch this system. Kurt predicted properly, accurately, that this would then be used. Oh, my gosh, this is why we need the cybersecurity bill that's passed the House, but not the Senate, to be passed hurriedly, because Al-Qaeda may have done this, and they may attack us, and everything may shut down. Only the government has the personnel, the clearances through infrastructure protection to get into our chemical plants, our power plants, even more importantly, the power plant relay centers, the nuclear power plants, the Black Hawk helicopters we've heard that have had software loaded onto them, supposedly by hackers. This has to be a point of attack, point blank range attack at each location, because these systems are not connected. So the globalists come in, they allow this corporate governance to come in through the UN. They give security clearances. The media says close to 900,000. It's in the multi-millions of people, quote, in infrastructure protection. Right here in Central Texas, all the major waterways have been basically handed over to the private group, Lower Colorado River